two things have happened. One, amazingly, I persevered, and look, there's carpet I didn't even know I had. There's still a little section here, sectionette, which I still haven't quite addressed yet, but, and a little bit there, but look, carpet, it's amazing, and tidiness. I'm continuing to get the new chronograph kits together. I've finished the bag storage and the switch for the switch plaque for the steampunk truck in the US of A. I've also designed a lamp illuminating shade as well, but I've done that on the 3D printer for a 3D printer, and I haven't got any brass fibre. And after the success of printing this in copper fibre, this horn shape, which came out really nicely, I have now ordered some brass fibre, so I'm going to wait until I can do that. And now, because I have also run out of Nempnett Thrubwells, focus, come on, focus. And now, because I've also run out of Nempnett Thrubwells, I am making 20 more of them. So it's the first, it's a major first, because 20 more Nempnett Thrubwells and 20 new chronograph kits. How exciting. So here's the first bit of the, well, currently cutting out the wooden parts for the Nempnett Thrubwells. There's the plastic parts for the chronograph kit. I've just got to make sure, oh, there's the clock movements as well, for the pendulum clock movements. It's all coming together. And today I was thinking, right, next job, put the plastic kits together, plastic parts. And I had a rotten photograph, which was very difficult to actually check against the wooden background. So I suddenly thought, you've got all the drawings on the computer, why not just arrange them on a piece of paper, which is what I did. And it's fantastic because I can just check. And then, for example, this one, there we are. I now know I've got that one. I can then count them all up, make sure there's 17, is it 17? Yeah, and then put them in the bag. It's just turned a rather tricky job into a really enjoyable one, with all the trays along the back. I've even invested in some more trays. Oh, so I've said before, the original ones that I've been using, these ones for ages, we got with Chinese takeaways, but I've not had any takeaways for ages. Look at this, even deeper, lovely. So I've got, I think, 20 of those, so that's really helpful because it gives me enough now to sort out all the different bits and pieces, hopefully. Also, these tins arrived as well, 50ml, they call it cosmetic tins with a screw lid. They're the ones that I use for the varnish, the polish varnish, so that's good. Only thing is, I was going to do that today because I do like an excuse to get absolutely covered in the polish, but only having one of these, which is 400 grams, if I'm going to share that out between 40 of these, it means that each one's 10 grams. And I had a look at 10 grams and I just wasn't happy about it. I always imagine having or receiving one of these kits myself and being so disappointed if, you know, you start polishing stuff and then the polish runs out because the company didn't give you enough. So I've gone ahead and ordered another one of these from Weekly DIY, which I've recommended before, no affiliation, because they, I mean, said it's going to arrive tomorrow. That's amazing. Oh, and today's films have been The Wolf of Wall Street, another Martin Scorsese film, very funny, amusing and stuff, and keeping on with the theme of drug misuse and crime, I thought I'd now watch Scarface, as I've discovered that is now available on Netflix. A classic. I like a challenge. I've got 3 of these ready filled, including that one, but I need to do 37 of them because I've got 20 for the Nempnett Thrubwell kits and 20 for the chronograph kits. Now, in the past I have used some sort of syringe, originally thinking I could suck up the beeswax polish stain stuff, but you can't, it doesn't work. So in the end I found previously that I just take the stopper, the bit in the middle out, and use a piece of cardboard to just scoop it out of the tin and into here, which gets everything covered. And also it doesn't last very long. There's 400 grams here, I think, something like that. I need about 15 grams or 20 grams in each one. It doesn't last long. So this morning, dear friends, No nonsense. Sanitary silicone sealant clear, why not? Why don't you know? What I suddenly thought, trying to think what I had that I could fill with this stuff and use as a big syringe, and of course these would be perfect. This has gone out of date ages ago, so it's just solid, well, rubbery silicone inside. Now if I can get that out and get the plunger out that comes with it, I can then quickly scoop out loads of that into there, put that in there, and then I've got a really nice, easy to use, easy to dispense system. A bit of lateral thinking, very excited about this. I've got an old one of these which I don't mind ruining, but I've just noticed, I thought they'd be stamped on, but the pushing bit on the end isn't. It's got a nut. So what I can do is take that off, put that way round, and then drive that in. Ooh, it's exciting. Right, look at this. Here we are. Oops. The remaining contents. Now I assume that it would have been set all the way through, and obviously the outsides have, but there's a little part here that's still squidgy. I'm hoping that that won't have coated the inside of any of this, that this will all just be completely clean. Amazing. In the end I had to grip it from this end with some pliers, and it just managed to pull it out sufficiently, because putting poles in and rods the other end was just puncturing right through. Right, so now I've got that bit, and I've got this bit. Do the sniff test. Nothing. Sniff test on this. Oh God, that's so strong. Is it acid? It's not acetone, I can't remember what it is. It's the vinegar smell as it sets. It absolutely stinks. In fact, I was going to keep this just out of interest to see what happens if you, well, when it sets. But it's too stinky. I think I'm going to have to throw that away. That's the bit that came with it, that fits like that. And what I found I'd got was one of these. In fact, two of these, but I've dropped it on the floor and it's disappeared. The one bit of the carpet invisibility that I haven't tidied yet. So I've drilled a 9mm hole here. That just fits in there. It's tapped to M6, which the other bit is. So now, that is perfect. When you just find things that fit perfectly. Just right. So I'm going to do this up. Now, when I got to this stage last time, I dropped everything. Oh, it's just brilliant. It's made to squeeze things out of a tube. It's absolutely unbelievable. Right, and then whilst holding it over the top, I found 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 usually. 1. If you've got something that you want to dispense, use one of these. Clean it out. I cleaned this out after I mean, most of the silicone came out anyway because I couldn't sniff it. Then I cleaned it out with acetone to make sure there was none left, and then I washed it up with warm soapy water to make sure that there were no traces of anything else. I can recommend this. It works beautifully. I thank you very much. If you didn't know any better, you may think that I had a side hobby in a veterinary pathology lab, but no, it's this. So now I've used practically, I think 1.5 of these. The other nice thing about squeezing it out of that, and I've just got some more on myself, is that you can hear the pitch going down as you squeeze it in. I don't know how much I've got left, but that's useful as well, the fact that you can have a quick glance and see. And I believe, if memory serves, you do sometimes get these that have got a clear window down the side with measurements on. Oh, so much potential. And then, just to provide a beautiful end to a beautiful story, once you have used it all up or filled enough things, you push that bit, and then, because I screwed the plunger on, it just comes out. There's none on it at all. There. And then this comes out like that, that's all clean except for that bit, which is again great. Like I say, it's so easy to get covered in this stuff. Now most of the tube is clean. I just need to work out how to get this little end bit out. Luckily the plunger is shaped almost like that, and how to get this out, which shouldn't be a problem. I'm so pleased. Lovely. Stop going on about it.